here on this Thursday. Okay. I didn't check the I didn't check the um description box. I just changed the title. Um so I may have to change the description box. Okay. Try to move this over. I'll probably be doing a bit of crocheting during the live stream. I've been working on ears, um, crocheting ears. Um, so yeah, that's what I've been working on. Uh, Crocheting ears, cat ears, bear ears, bear ears. Two different types of bear ears. So that's what I have at the moment. Cat ears, two different types of bear ears. They all got to be sewn together to make a pair of each. And yeah, that's it for that. I was watching a tutorial. It's so great and it's so beautiful. I'm not finished making everything from the tutorial yet. Um, there's some bunny ears that I'm looking forward to making. And there's some flowers that I'm looking forward to making to add to the bunny ears. It's so cute. It's so adorable. It's so adorable. Um, Let me see if I can look it up to share uh, who's the creator of this adorable tutorial of hoods. Well, okay, because they made some hoods. I'm thinking like, what, uh, what, um, yarns I have to create that. Um, it's Alex Alexandria Alexandria Mays. Let's see. Yeah, Alexandria Mays, Mase. Yay! Ah. Okay, so she's beautiful. Her creations are beautiful, and um, it 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 seemed it it's uh, it's uh, pretty, beautiful. So I got all the pieces for the cat and the bear's ears. Um, I made a different bear ear first because I thought it was going to be easier. So I did that, and it doesn't look like hers. I looked at a different tutorial from someone else. Um, so I went back to hers and I made hers, and I was like, oh, okay, I made this shape before. I made this shape the shape of her bear ears with this book. With this book, Every Way with Granny Crochet. This book has uh, a pattern on there that has the shape of her bear ear. So I liked her bear ear was. I like how she did it. Um, Even though I didn't do it exactly, I did. I don't. I I have the yarn that I have, so I'm working with that. Okay, which I probably could have been creative with it, but I didn't. I don't. At the moment, I don't have yarn that matches its colors. Like, okay, so this is the yarn that I'm working with right now. It's a multicolored yarn. It's light blue. It's dark blue. It's dark pink. It's yellow. It's it's fun colors. So in her tutorial, she used two different colors. I'm thinking I'm just gonna use this color. I thought about it. I was like, what could I use? And if I did use a different color, like a complementary color, I was trying to think, what did I have? I don't know. So it would be it would be like a different weight or a different color other than this, which could all be fine and well and dandy and all that stuff. But I think with this yarn, I'm just gonna, what I've done already is I've made the same color for each part, for the bears and the cat's ears. So that's what I've done with this color. Um, Here's a part of one of the cat ears. Here. Okay. So that's how it's looking. So I'm just gonna make the cat ears with this. With this and another one of those. So that's how I'm gonna do for the bear ears. Um, Here's one of the bear ears. Well, a piece of it. And that was a piece of the cat ear. Here's one of the bear ears. And then, so this is hers. And that was her cat ear. Even though I did something different with the first one. And then from the first one, I learned how to do this. So my second one is different. My third one is probably different, or my third and my fourth one are probably the same, and my first and my second one are different. But yeah, I learned how to do this by trial and error. While watching her tutorial, I made an error, and then because I misunderstood what she was saying, so then I took it out and thought about it and looked at what she was doing, because I kind of was just going off of what she was saying, but then I looked closer at what she was doing and I grasped the concept. Um, so this is the shape she was using for her bear ear. And um, here's the bear ear I made first. So I have these, and I was like, that doesn't look like what she did. It's a bit rounder, like a baby hat, teddy bear hat ear, and hers is a bit wider and bigger, like for adult hats. So I was like, I like this hat. I like these ears. I mean, these ears are alright. I have made these ears before. I don't know what I put them on. Hmm. But I have made these ears before. These ones. I think I put them on a teddy bear I made. I think I put them on a stuffed animal I had made. So I'm thinking of putting this one on a hat, or and maybe this one on the hat as well. The hat is the same color as the ears. I don't know if I should put this one on the same color as the ear hat. I want this on. I think I got two hats that I can put these on. I know I got one hat for sure, but I just knew I made two. I made them different ways. I made one way and one the other. But I've only seen one recently. So I'll see where I put it, because I kind of was putting my crochet items to the side, and I had it like right here beside me just like a month or so ago. But yeah, since then I have put uh, some of my knitting and crochet items uh, in tote bags. So yeah, so that's what I've been doing since yesterday. I've been working on that since yesterday, and I worked on it almost all day today. I didn't read The Girl with All the Gifts because I was trying to stay away from anything tragic. And then I wound up watching some other stuff that was tragic. Instead of reading some tragedy, I watched some stuff yesterday and today. So I'm like, well, I could have read my book, what I just watched. But it was like a watch along, so it wasn't too tragic while watching it as a watch along, but it was pretty. It was it was watching it with a watch along was I was able to have some kiki moments and some hee hee ha ha moments. Had I not watched it with a watch along, those hee hee ha ha moments might not have had happened. So yeah, uh, and then also in the book, reading the book, um, The Girl with All the Gifts, I might not have would have had any hee hee ha ha moments. So had some hee hee ha ha moments, and had some squealing moments. I am watching a Christmas movie starring Keisha Knight and Patti LaBelle and somebody else. Um, James Bread. Bread. I think he's in this. I've watched like two. This is my second Christmas movie. Not today. I watched the other one yesterday. Um, I kind of got them mixed up because I was looking to see who was in the other one that Tatiana Ali was in. I got that one mixed up with the one that I'm watching now. So I think Brad James is in the other one. But I thought I saw his name in this one. But if that's him, he looks different. And if it's not him, then that's not him. So, um, the one with Tatiana Ali in it yesterday, it had Dee from Moesha and Frank. It was cool seeing them on screen together. It had Phyllis, Mona's mom from Half and Half. And this one with Patti LaBelle and Keisha Knight. She also has like another name. Starts with a P. It's Keisha Knight something with a P. It's good. It had me squealing. I was like, so it's all Christmassy, and they're in New Orleans. That's where it's said to be set in New Orleans. So they're having a Christmas in New Orleans. They just got in some fake snow from like a parade from last year. So yeah, it's not the cold stuff. It's the paper confetti stuff, which is still cute. It's so cute. Because Keisha Knight had wanted to, her character had wanted to make snow angels. So I don't know his name. I don't even know her character name. I don't know nobody. Wait, no, his name is Anthony. His name is Anthony in the show. So Anthony went and got the fake snow and put it down amongst all the Christmas decorations and lights and things, and made snow angels with Keisha Knight. I was like, so that was cute. And he trying to make Patti LaBelle's pralines. I mean, by the end of this movie, I'm gonna be making some pralines, okay? Because he is not getting the recipe right, and he done tried like, I don't know, 3 times at least so far. I hadn't finished the movie, so he's done tried like 3 times so far. And Patti LaBelle won't get him the recipe. Who else is in this movie that made me squeal and smile? Ray from Sister Sister, Ray Campbell, Raymond. I was like, because at first I didn't recognize him, and he was saying, "You think the old gang would recognize me?" I'm looking at him. I'm like, I mean, and then Patti LaBelle was like, "I recognized you." And then as he kept talking, I was like, "Is that Tim?" I think his real name is Tim. I think. I think his real name Tim. It starts with a T. I think. So I was like, "Is that?" Because at first I was like, "Okay, I mean, okay, you look good." I mean, because he was like, the way he was talking, he was like, "You sure they're gonna recognize me?" And then Patty Ballou, she was like, I recognized you." And then I was looking at him, and then as he kept talking, I was like, "Right." I was like, "Ah." I was like, "Okay." So I was like, yay. Okay, so Ray is in here. Patti LaBelle is in here. Keisha Knight. P. I don't know her. I don't know the P last name to her name. Um, and then the only character name I can recall is Anthony because they did just say his name. They've said his name a few times. Um. So yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'm about to be on this praline recipe. And Patti LaBelle, I think she done mentioned her sweet potato pie. I think. Now I don't know if she has any pralines in the store. I hadn't heard of any pralines, but the character that she plays is known for her pralines. They call them pralines in this movie. Um, so yeah, I'm about to have this recipe down as many times as this man done tried to make these pralines. Like he's what he said. I don't peep what he said. Now he said some butter, some sugar, and some pecans. So I'm like, okay, if that's all you putting in there, you probably missing some extract of some sort. So I put in some extract of some sort in there. Um, Possibly vanilla extract. Possibly. I don't know. Um, what was it? The first? No, the second batch he made. He said he got the recipe off of YouTube. So I'm like, okay, I'm about to go to YouTube and get the recipe. And then his mama was like, that was your first mistake, getting the recipe down here. I was like, oh, okay then. Well, okay then. So I couldn't tell if she liked them or not. She was like, and she was making all kind of noise. I was like, so they good or not? So they weren't good. This third batch he done made, he said that they were Miss Patti LaBelle's, but the people that tasted them was like, you sure you ain't make them? Because this don't taste like hers. Like, no, you made these, girl. So he tried to put them off as Patti LaBelle's. So, yeah. So this a cute this is a beautiful Christmas movie. So it's real cute. It's real cute. hmm I don't know the name. Um exactly. Exactly because I've looked at some other ones that have like a similar name. So I'd have to look back at it to get the actual name. But yeah, it's supposedly the setting is said to be New Orleans, and there's a couple of more New Orleans Christmas movies available too. Like there's one called Christmas in New Orleans or something like that. But I don't think this is that one. I don't know. It might be. It might be. Christmas in New Orleans. I don't know. I have to look it up and see. Where is my chattery? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. Oops. Okay, so chat is right there. I got all the pieces to the ears. I'm looking forward to making the bunny ears. That's what I haven't made yet. The bunny ears. The bunny ears are so beautiful. So beautiful. I'm like trying to think what yarns I have to create the bunny ears. So while I get my thoughts together with that, I figured I'd go ahead and make these bear and cat ears the way that they are, using this multicolored, fun looking yarn. Kind of a bit reminiscent of like a, what do you call that? Like a doodle bear. One of my doodle bears. Oh, I'm a doodle bear. So I figured this would be fine without a contrasting color. I thought it would be all right to just do this color. Like it would be cool, yeah, to have a contrasting color. But I figured, hey, it's multicolored. Let's have fun. I think teddy bears are cool like that. You know, so um, figured I'd do that, and then I do have that yarn. I have some white Burnett and some pink Burnett to get untangled. And okay, not sure if that was something to be concerned about, as far as what that felt like. Okay, what was I talking about? I was talking about the yarns. That's where I'm at with the yarns. Captain's blog, I'm using a Burnett chunky yarn. It's a Burnett. It might be a 5 or a 6. It's on the thick side. Um, so it might be a 6. Because I do have some. The white is a Burnett and the pink is a Burnett. It's more on the 5 side. It's a bit thinner. Um, um, the the tutorial with the bigger bear ear and the cat ear and the bunny ear. Uh, Alexandria Mays. She was using wool yarn. And I think she was using a 4 point. I think she was using a 4 millimeter. I think. I'm using a Bernat chunky yarn. Um, the other bear video that I watched and created that ear with, that person was using a five bulky yarn. Okay, so I just made all my ears with my yarn that I'm using right now. Thought that'd be fine and dandy to do. Okay. I think that's it. That's it for that part. Um, so yeah, I'm not since Alexandria Mays was using a wool, her items are gonna felt. Um, I was thinking like what I could use with what I have, and I got some worsted and I got some Burnett, and I was trying to think like how to. I was thinking of maybe mix matching the two. Um, Perhaps. I mean, it's a possibility. Okay, so mix matching the two because I was thinking first to just have the two Burnett's together, which is fine. It would be possible to do that. Um, Possibly. Um, but I'm also thinking like of the hat. Um, and I think I have a hat already that I can add the ears to, so that'll be cool. So I'm thinking like, do I do I mix and match up a Worcester weight with a Burnett, or do I leave it all Burnett? Like, would mix matching it make it lighter? Would having it all be Burnett make it heavier? Because the bunny ears is layered. It has 3 layers to it. So my brain is like heavier, lighter, mismatch. Um, Trying to compensate for what I have. and create something similar to what the tutorial is showing. Um, so yeah, coming up with that formula, whatever that's gonna look like. Mm-hmm. Hers is so beautiful. And I don't think I have a worsted weight hat made yet. I think all the hats I've made so far is some type of Bernat yarn or some type of chunky yarn. So ugh, I would have to make a hat from scratch uh, for it to be a worsted weight hat. Oh, I have made worsted weight hats. What am I talking about? Um, I've made worsted weight tams. I made worsted weight tams. Yeah, I have made worsted weight tams, but I don't have a worsted weight hat that I could just add ears to. Mm, maybe. Let's see. So the hoodie that she made is so creative. I was like, ah. So I'm like, what yarn am I gonna use to create that? Making the hoodie that she made. And then using the yarn I got, then that would change up the yarn I would use for the ears. I would use a worsted weight for the ears. Now with the Bernat, I would use the Bernat for the outside layer, the worsted weight for the inside layer, and then maybe the worsted weight for the flowers on the back. That's what I'm thinking of, layering it like that. Or I could just, or I could use the two Bernats in the front and then a worsted weight in the back. Or I could have all of it be worsted weight. So vast possibilities. So that's good. That's very good. Vast possibilities are good. Um, I thought of another movie because I do get asked, what movie am I watching? What movies do I like? What movies do I recommend? Um, and I was thinking about Julian Sands. He's an actor that I like. um, and I saw him in um, this movie. It's a Tubi original called, I think it's called The Piper. I shared it. I did share it. I think it's called The Piper. If it's not called The Piper, it's called Piper. I can look it up real quick. But yeah, if you was to go and type in Julian Sands and whatever movie pops up about a piper, that's the movie I'm talking about. A original. That's the movie I'm talking about. It was cool. It was cool. I don't know if I knew he was in there before I watched it, but seeing him in it was a great treat. To the point where I mean, it's rememberable if you want to remember it. It's if you like music movies. I mean, if you like Julian Sands, uh, I recommend that. I guess it could be considered a spooky movie. Um, so yeah. If you're getting your list of movies up to watch during this season of spooky movie watches, I recommend uh, that movie. Uh, I'm gonna look it up and see if it's The Piper. Mm, mm, I'm trying to look it up. Goodness. But yeah, it has like a red background, like a reddish background, and it got like look like a hand. It's I think the person is playing a clarinet, either a flute or a clarinet, something like that. The main character, and Julian Sands plays her conductor, her music conductor. And okay, so it's not pulling up for me to be able to even pull it up and read the synopsis. So, but yeah. So yeah, whatever your list is comprising of, you can add that or you can not. It's called The Piper, and it has Julian Sands acting in it. And I was like, I've been thinking of having a Julian Sands um what do you call that, marathon, like where I would watch his movies. He's in a lot of movies I didn't know about and hadn't watched, and I this is not my first time thinking about having a Julian Sands marathon, movie marathon. Um, I don't know if I'm so bold to watch some of them movies he in. Some of them movies he in, I'm like, ooh, like he grown. Okay, I don't know, like. So I hadn't had a Julius Sands um marathon yet, and I've only watched a handful of movies. Like I watched the Warlocks movies that he's in. I seen he was in a episode of Law and Order. I saw that one. Um, he's in the Piper. I saw that. He's in Arachnophobia. I saw that. And maybe one more movie that he's in. And I'm like, I typed in his name and so many other movies came up, and I was just like, wow. I didn't know. And then I go to looking at the titles and the thumbnails of the movie poster and not the yeah, well, the movie pictures. I'm like, woo, ooh, ooh, ooh. Just so yeah, he's in some risque movies. It seems that way. I don't know. I haven't watched them. And then he's in some horror movies. Looks like he's in some horror movies. I don't know. And then that I hadn't seen, and he's in a whole heap of movies. And I'm just like, wow, he'd be a great. It seems like he'd be a great like movie marathon actor to 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 do that with. Um, yeah, I don't know. I just hadn't done it yet because he's in a variety of movies. He's not just in one genre or the other. He's in several genres of movies. And to the point where like it's some parts where I'm looking at like shows and movies and I'm like, oh, I'd like to see him play that role and stuff like that. So I did watch an episode of Foundation with a watch along. I watched episode 9 of season 3. Yeah, I jumped in like that. Never seen the show before that I knew of. And I jumped in episode 9 of season 3. That was my first episode I watched. And um, I was like, whoa, I didn't even know this was a show. Like, whoa. And it was another show. What it's called? It's called something. And I was like, I didn't know that was a show. It has a movie title, but it's a show. It's not The Wire. Um. Uh. But it's like it's based from a movie, but now it's a show. But I thought I was gonna be able to remember it in the live stream. Not Wednesday. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that was a show. Um, um, mm, mm, hmm. Well, I'll just sit it right there. It'll return probably before the live stream ends. Um, but yeah, I didn't watch it. I just saw the title and I looked at it and I was like, oh wow, I didn't know that was a show. Like, it's a movie. I knew that it was a movie, but I didn't know it then became a show. But yeah, whatever it is, it then became a show now. It's not Sherlock Holmes. It's not Interview with the Vampire, because that was a movie and now it's a show. Not that. I didn't start that show. Um, I did watch the movie a few times. Not recently though. Um, but yeah, I did look at the show with a watch along a little bit, not too much, but a little bit. It's something like that. Something that was a movie, but now it's a show. Yeah. If it comes to me before the live stream ends, then I'll say it. If it doesn't, then and it comes like after this live stream, then I'll mention it in another live stream. Uh, Captain's Vlog. I do have my John Tesh queued up. Yay! So got that already playing and queued up to enjoy. He's been giving vital information for your everyday life, and I don't, uh, yeah. So before Thanksgiving night, like all right now, like regular songs are being played, and then in between, like him giving vital information throughout the day up until a certain point, and then it starts again the next day. John Tesh. So yeah, John Tesh is one of my favorite radio hosts um, to listen to. So got him queued up and listening and enjoying his vital information. He's been talking about grounding, going outside barefooted, called earthing and grounding. I'm like, yes, John Tesh, give it to us. So he's been talking about that and the benefits of that, and I'm like, yes, give us some facts. Thank you. Give us the facts and the suggestions, and thank you very much. So enjoying that, and then if it's the same from all the other years, because all the other years, Thanksgiving night at a certain time, I don't know what time exactly, if it's a certain time at night or if it's 12. Like, I don't know if it's like a certain time Thanksgiving night or just midnight. Then here come the Christmas songs. So rocking around, hey, the Christmas tree. So that's when I usually like 24/7 Christmas songs. I love it. So I usually have him on Thanksgiving, and I be checking to see when the Christmas songs start. And about round time it get ready to start, I'll have him playing. But and then listen to it from the time it start to the time it finish, whenever that is, and love it. But yeah, this year I got him queued up. I get to hear him before uh, Thanksgiving, so that's cool. And did all the social media things to have access to the live radio show. And I was listening to the live radio show, and it said, look for our app in the App Store. I'm like, y'all got an app? Wow. Because right now, I just have the website on um, the homepage. So I don't know. I mean, I go to the homepage of the website and then turn on the app like that. I mean, turn on the show, the radio show like that. So I hadn't looked at the app yet, but that's cool. And then one year I was listening to him on iHeartRadio. I found him on iHeartRadio one year. But yeah, this year I went to the website, which I have done in the past, but it changed. But yeah, whatever. So this year got it queued up, enjoying it. Hadn't crocheted because I'm talking, so I'll crochet later. Mm, crochet after the live. Do, 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 do. So yeah, John Tesh is like the only consistent radio host for years that I've listened to. Like he's the only consistent. Like there's some that has given a good run. I've enjoyed. I don't know if they're on the air anymore though. I'd have to look them up personally to figure that out. Because at the moment, John Tesh is the only one that I've looked up. He's the only one that I look up every year and listen to him every year. And like I said, the radio stations have changed a few times actually throughout the years. So I'm glad I get to continuously hear him, whether it's on the radio or the website. It's a website now. So, radio, website. Like, yay, thank you so much for being available. And having your show and informing us with all of this vital information for our everyday life.